You are consenting to be recorded. Huh? Okay. Everybody, are you ready? If you are ready, could you please give ourselves a round of applause? Because just now I heard someone say a bit sleepy, so that you have to wake now. Okay, so we will now welcome our Madam President, DTM Wu Huiqing, to give her opening speech and share with us on the theme of tonight. Over to you, Madam President.
Thank you, our makeshift Toastmasters of the evening, mingling our beautiful Vice President Education. It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of exes. It feels like a perfect night for breakfast at midnight to fall in love with strangers. These are the lyrics of Taylor Swift 22. If you would like to listen to the song, please go to Google and search for it yourself, because I'm not going to sing today. 10 minutes ago, I arrived home from Singapore. I met Katie and I feel like I'm 22 again. Why? Because at the age of 22, I got my license for the first year. And that would be the time when I had my P license with me. With P license, it means you are under probation. So at the age of 22, what did you do? Except from one son. One son is not yet 22. So I would say, what will you do? So at the age of 22, it means we are young. We can do anything, everything we want. We can reject a few boys who is not that good for us and might not be a good condition. And we can try to fall in love with not strangers, with those who are worthy for us. So tonight is our 22nd meeting. So in the 22nd meeting, we are going to try something new. And thanks to our Vice President Education, we have speech marathon and we have 7 speakers. That's a record. And I would say not many clubs can do that. We have so many active members in our club, and I think that is a bliss for every one of us. We are happy, we are free, confused, and lonely at the same time at the age of 22. That is also one of the lines from the lyrics. So tonight is the night. Let's embrace our 22nd meeting like we were at the age of 22 and one son. Imagine you will be 22 soon. What would you do? And what are the good things that would happen? So let me announce our 22nd meeting, just for you Toastmasters Club 22nd meeting, commence now. Thank you. Is Boon Yong here now?
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet. Then I'll pass the control to our makeshift Toastmasters of the evening, mingling first, when we wait for the Toastmasters of the evening to arrive. Thank you, Mingling. Back to you.
Thank you, Madam President, for sharing with us all those sweet memories at the age of 22. So before we continue with our program, let me introduce some appointment holders tonight. Without them, our meeting will not be success. All right, assisting me to start the meeting for tonight is the Zoom master, Toastmaster Makoto. She's also our photographer of the night. And to help keep track of the time for our speakers, we have Toastmaster Chong Xiaoping. Join me to put our hand together to these 2 dedicated appointment holders. As I mentioned just now, we have altogether 6 project speakers for tonight. So our first speakers for this evening will be delivering level 5 project. As for the first speaker, the time allocated for this project is 10 to 12 minutes. I shall invite our timer to have a timer demonstration. At the 10 minutes, the green screen will be shown. At the 11 minutes, the amber screen will be shown. And at the 12 minutes, the red screen will be shown. The speaker will then be given 30 seconds to end his speech before the timeout screen to be shown. Right, to evaluate his speech, we have Toastmaster James Chong. May I invite James to read out the purpose of this project? Over to you, James.
James or James?
James.
Okay, thank you.
James.
Our TME. So for the speaker purpose statement, the purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on his or her growth during the completion of an entire path. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her growth during the completion of parts. There is my purpose statement. Back to you, our TME today.
Thank you, James. I'll be right here. So as for this first speaker, I would say he is the Superman of the club. Okay, all right. Anything you don't know, right? You can actually ask him. Definitely, you will get an answer. Okay, the first speaker. The title of his speech is Reflect on your path, from shame to strength. Let's welcome the first speaker of tonight, distinguished Toastmaster Ricky Su. Welcome, Ricky.
Have you ever seen our president, Hui Qin, cried? I was lucky. I saw her cry once in her speech in Toastmasters. That was both emotional and inspiring. Me, I am not that far away. I also cried, but my cry is a different cry. The cry of shame. 2 years ago, around this time, I was doing a speech for the project Difficult Audience at level 4, Presentation Mastery Path. I so wanted to express myself. The audience was supposed to disturb me, but the problem was the disturbance was way too much. They kept on talking, chatting, laughing, and questioning. One guy even laughed whenever I stopped speaking. Oh my God, I was anxious. I didn't know what to do. And I thought I was a founding member of the club. And even if my speech wasn't very good, at least you should pay me some respect, right? But they didn't stop. So I got nervous and I started to tell them, please don't do this to me. I even begged the Zoom master, please mute this person, kick away that person. Later, I even started to fight with the audience. I started to protest by moving away from the screen, turning off my video, and even playing loud music. But deep inside me, I was crying. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Toastmasters, my sharing today is just for you, even if you have not completed a path yet. Because if you have completed your path and you have paid attention to each speech project in the path, you will discover 3 things. Number 1, from your speeches, you discover the changes in you and the life around you. Number two, the learning will give you problems, trials, challenges. And number three, these experiences will expose your weaknesses. Sounds scary, right? Do you still want to continue doing your pathways? Now, hear me out. Listen to my experience. Calm down. Number one, I discovered the changes in me and my life around me during the 4 years I went through this path. I started it at the beginning of 2019. That was 4 years ago. I took a really leisurely pace to finish the path while I was pursuing other things at the same time. And in the second year, 2020, I was just doing level 2 and the pandemic started. Everything went online. And I thought, why not I come up with a speech called, "You are online, I am offline." I was actually doing the project, understanding my communication style. What I wanted to express was, you all are so well connected with each other, but I am so isolated. I am so antisocial. But I made use of the context at that time. Everything went online in order to craft my speech. That was the first change. Pandemic started. And then the second change was, at the later part of the second year, 2020, I started to pursue a master's degree in data science. Now, for the non-technical audience, you can think of data science like a higher degree of computer science. That was what all this AI and ChatGPT things was all about. And I even went to a hackathon, which means a competition, in order to come up with a solution for a local bank. And then I presented my result in Toastmasters and nobody understood. That was my second change. The second point was, I came across problems when I went through all 15 projects in this path. I was talking about data science, and I found myself having problems presenting technical details in Toastmasters, or rather the general public, that I needed to redo twice. Not only that project, even the difficult audience project, I did it twice. And the Q&A project at level 4, I did it twice. Never in my Toastmasters life, I was asked to redo, and redo. What a shame. Last but not least, I found weaknesses in me. I found I wasn't very good in handling impromptu situations. Not only table topics, I'm talking about disruption, disturbance, Q&A. People ask me questions I was not able to handle very well until I was facing an identity crisis as a DTM. I was a new DTM a few years ago, but I thought I did not live up to that expectation until I refused to use the DTM title at that time. What a shame. But when that is shame, there's opportunity. And from there, we can grow our strengths. Challenges may come, but life has to go on. And in Toastmasters, pathways is our life. Unless I leave Toastmasters, otherwise I have to go on. So I learn from my mistakes. So instead of presenting my findings in data science, I developed a Toastmaster dashboard using data science, and then presented that dashboard. Finally, the Toastmasters audience could understand me. And at the second time I did my difficult audience project, I started to tackle the disruptors one by one. When they were talking, I grabbed their attention and divert them back to my speech. And if somebody was laughing, I needed to ask him gently, even warn him. And beyond that, if he is still laughing, that wasn't my problem anymore. So what I did was 3 steps, A, and C: acknowledge, accept, and change. I acknowledge I was in a shameful situation. I got a problem. And I accept that I have all these weaknesses that I need to change. So I started to find ways, find mentors, seek advice in order to change for the better. The outcome was good. Do you remember a few months ago, I was doing 2 impromptu humor speech in Just For You Toastmasters Club? Hui Qing gave me the questions, and I was able to deliver that. And that was an impromptu situation. I can handle that. And table topics have all the while been my biggest weakness. But starting this year, I'm going to say, no, it is not my biggest weakness. Otherwise, how could I become an area champion in table topics this year? And how did I become a division level first runner-up if my table topics was that bad? I must have improved. So you can see that from a person who could not handle table topics to someone who can handle today, all thanks to the learning in all the speeches in Toastmasters. And if my evaluator today does not ask me to redo this speech, tonight I will be completing this path, presentation mastery, my second path after 4 long years. Let me recap. Your speeches will show the changes in your life. If that is the case, appreciate each speech project that you are doing, because there is something for you to learn from the speech. Secondly, you will come across problems in your speeches, in your journeys. You treat them as challenge. Don't shy away and quit Toastmasters, but go on and tackle the challenges. Last but not least, your weaknesses will be exposed, but you can do better. Just follow me and do what I did to train yourself and change your weaknesses into your strengths. And in no time, I will see great speakers coming up from this club, table topics champion, speech champion, and so on. Remember, acknowledge our situation, accept our weaknesses, and seek to change for the better. Back to you.
Thank you, Ricky. Distinguished Toastmaster Ricky, for sharing with us such an inspiring story of himself. Yes, by embracing the AAC, acknowledge, accept, and change, the caterpillar has turned into a butterfly. Once again, thank you to Ricky. Our second speaker for this evening will be delivering his level 2, understand your leadership style. The timing is 5 to 7 minutes. I shall invite the evaluator, Kelvin Chai, to read out the purpose of this project. Over to you, Kelvin.
Thank you, Ming-Ling. The purpose of the statements, the purpose of this project is for Wesley to identify his primary leadership styles as well as the purpose of this speech is for Wesley to share some aspect for his primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Back to you, DME Mingling.
Thank you, Kevin. So the title of the speech for this second speaker is The Purpose of Life. Let's give our big hand for our Vice President, VPM, right? Vice President of Member, Toastmaster Wesley Chong. Welcome, Wesley.
Thank you, Toastmaster Evening Mingling. What is the purpose of your life? Become a billionaire? For some people, the purpose of the life is to pursue happiness. For other people are looking for serving the society and support others become a better version. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a pleasure to be here today to talk about leadership. And in particular, the two leaderships that I found personally effective, democratic and coaching. And they are two highest score of my leadership style assessment. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, democratic leadership, they sound like a recipe for disaster, but fear not, my friends, because as a democratic leadership myself, I can assure you that it's not so chaotic of its sound. Democratic leadership rely on consensus decision-making, ensuring that everyone have the say to the decision-making process. As a democratic leader, I am comfortable allowing other people to take the lead, providing opportunities for participations, collaboration, and communications. But it's more effective when the knowledge of entire team is needed to solve the problem and find directions. When time is limited, democratic leadership can be ineffective, especially if team members don't have the knowledge of expertise to make the quality contributions. But hey, if we are all going down, we are going down together, right? All joking aside, the demographic approach is more effective when the knowledge of the entire teams is needed to solve the problem and find directions. And let's face it, in today's fast-paced, ever-changing business world, we need all the brain power we can get. On the other hand, coaching is all about helping individuals or groups realize their full potential. As a coach, your job is to prepare individuals for the future by building skills. Like Licky just now, AI, data science, software, maybe communication skill is more important skill. One of the key to coaching is communications. That is the reason I joined the Toastmaster, telling people how great they are. So we learn how to do the evaluation and fostering the higher level of the personal gratification. By coaching, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. And sometimes those being mentors are averse to change, making your job as a coach more challenging. However, when coaching is done right, he can be incredible effective, create a positive culture and promoting high morale. When you see someone you coach achieve their goal and reach their full potential, this is a rewarding experience. Coaching is an effective and one-to-one setting where the person become coach is receptive to the close working relationship of this leadership style. In Toastmaster, we are non-profit organizations, but it is good place. Let us practice our leadership skills such as set the directions, communication skills, and coaching skills. I believe that in nowadays, in such complex business and organization environment, micro-control management or leadership style can exhaust all your energy and very hard to make you happy. With democratic leadership style, you can make everyone voice out their ideas and thoughts, as well as they will feel the ownership of the club. They will say, oh, this club is belong to Hui Qing, the founder president. So we just wait for the Hui Qing direction instructions. I believe that if you in your business, you are boss, sometimes you feel very sad that all your staff just waiting for your direction, just do what you instruct they do. They never think about proactive. This is the reason they don't feel that the ownership of the company. But for some new committee member, maybe they have ideas, but his lack of the knowledge, experience, and resource to do what they want to do. They need coaching leadership style. We need to spend time with our member, build a relationship, and understand what are our member goals and purpose to join Toastmaster Club. I agree that this is not so easy, especially for those who have family, career, even few career, and hold many roles in the Toastmaster organizations. But it helped me to learn how to utilize my most important resource, time. I still in the process of learning how to manage my time, or to do the thing, to spend my time in most effective way. This is a long-term learning process. I still in the way. I hope that I can really to learn how to become the good effective coacher that can help people. In conclusion, what would you like your guests to say in your panel? I hope my guests said that Wesley is a great leader. He delivered few very motivative speeches to help us to grow, and now we can go to help others too. Some people are alive but dead inside, while others have passed away but still live on. I believe that if I can live in someone's heart forever, if I really help other people to grow to a better version, that I can reach my purpose of my life. Back to you, Master of the Evening.
Thank you, Wesley, for sharing with us how important leadership style inspires others. Wesley, maybe you may consider to be the president for the next term for you Toastmasters Club. No need to wait for your funeral. When you serve us, definitely we will praise you. Oh, Wesley, you are such a good leader to consider it. All right. Our third speaker for this evening also will be delivering her motivational strategies level 1 evaluation and feedback. To evaluate her speech, we have distinguished Toastmaster Ricky Su. May I invite DTM Ricky Su to read out the project purpose, the purpose of the project. Thank you.
Hi, Jane. You might not be able to see me, but I can see you. Pardon my camera position. So for this purpose of this project is for you to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. And for this speech, you are to present a speech and receive a feedback from me, the evaluator. I look forward to your speech.
Thank you, Ricky. So the title of the speech is My 10 Years in Toastmasters Journey. Everyone, let's put our hands together for Toastmaster Jin Heng.
Everyone can see my slide? Okay, yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Jane. I have been in the Mandarin divisions for 10 years and has been a member of Just For You for a year. This is not easy to stay in Toastmaster for 10 years. And let alone without mentor. I'm so grateful to have all the people who has supported me and promoted me along the way. Without yours, I will not have a witnesses on my own transformation. So, what is the magic or charm of Toastmaster that keep me learning on these platforms? The first is building my self-confidence. Since I'm joining Toastmaster in 2013, my attendance rate has been 100%. And I always member of always tell my VPE I want to prepare my speech away. The learning environment have given me confidence, even I'm not present well in front of everyone, but no one will make a fun of me. At the same time, the evaluators also provide effective feedback, which is like a auxiliary supplement to confidence. And the second one is learning to be a leader. Being a leader in Toastmaster International is different from being a leader in company, because it's teaching you how to be a humble and flexible leaders. I have learned to appreciate everyone's mentality and make the best decisions for the teams. I have served as president for 2 terms, and including also this term, also club president for my Butterworth clubs, and also area director, among others, which has been a very valuable experience and has eliminated my fear of being a leader, because being a leader is not a simple role, but you want to make your teams become strong, you should have a good attitude when you leading your team. So the third one is change of mindset. A positive energies can contribute to the success of the others without difficulties. And this is important to encounter like a minded people. The positive energy, they will really allow you overcome to any challenge or difficulty. Like just for you, VP Mingling, her caring and dedication, I believe every member can feel it. Whenever I say I'm not confident, she will say, take it as a learning process. Just try, which is very inspiring me, because I not speak well in English and I have not confidence on this learning English, but our VP give me the confidence to continue my speech, and I believe one day I also can be a best speaker in English speaking also. Life have only a test case, and my 10 years has been spent in Toastmaster. I treasure this precious learning journey. The people and things I have encountered along the way have greatly to enhance my drive to move forward. In the future, no matter what challenge I face, I can apply past experience, face it, deal it, and solve it, because they are not excuses or shortcuts to success. Finally, I would like to share my journey with everyone that I joined Toastmaster for 10 years. Yeah. Thanks everyone to listen my speech, and best wishes to everyone. Thank you. Over to you, TME.
Thank you very much, Jane, for sharing with us a 10 years learning journey. I'm confident that one day Jane definitely can be the best speaker. I just realized that if you just now you notice, 10 years ago, Jane like not as not as she look like this, right? Slightly bigger. So now I know after 10 years you join the Toastmaster club, right? Eventually you will be slimmed down. So ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to lose down or lose down your weight, right? Stay in Toastmasters club. You'll be like Jane one day. All right, our fourth speaker, 10 years, yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
So our fourth speakers of this evening will be delivering his presentation mastery level 1, project 2, writing a speech with purpose. My invite is evaluator Eve Stan to read out the purpose of the project. Eve, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mei-Ling. The purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. I'm looking forward to Wan-San's speech, and back to you, Mei-Ling.
Yeah, thank you, Eve. So the title of the fourth speech is How Does Stress Affect Our Brain and Body? So let's give our big hand for Toastmaster Lai Wan-San.
Good evening, everyone. This is a bad haircut. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get straight to the topic. This is a very interesting topic. Are you sleeping restlessly, feeling irritable or moody, forgetting little things, and feeling overwhelmed and isolated? Don't worry, we've all been there. Maybe you're the one who's facing this kind of situation too. Stress isn't always a bad thing. It can be handy for bursts of extra energy and focus. Like when you're playing a competitive sport or have to speak in public, for example, right now. But when it's continuous, the kind most of us face day in and day out, it actually begins to change your brain. Chronic stress, like being overworked or having arguments at home, can affect brain size, its structure, and how it functions, right down to the level of your genes. Stress begins with something called the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. A series of interactions between endocrine glands in the brain and on the kidney, which control your body's reaction to stress. When your brain detects a stressful situation, your HPA axis is instantly activated and releases a hormone called cortisol, which primes your body for instant action. But high level of cortisol over long periods of time wreak havoc on your brain. For example, chronic stress increases the activity level and number of neural connections in the amygdala, your brain's fear center. And as level of cortisol rise, electric signals in your hippocampus, the part of your brain associated with learning, memories, and stress control, deteriorate. The hippocampus also inhibits the activity of the HPA axis. So when it weakens, so does your ability to control your stress. And that's not all though. Cortisol can literally cause your brain to shrink in size. Too much of it results in the loss of synaptic connection between neurons and the shrinking of your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that regulates behaviors like concentration, decision-making, judgment, and social interaction. This is very important. It also leads to fewer new brain cells being made in the hippocampus. This means chronic stress might make it harder for you to learn and remember things, and also set the stage for more serious mental problems. For example, like depression and eventually Alzheimer's disease. You guys know that, right? Just, forget things. The effects of stress may filter right down to your brain's DNA. And experiments show that the amount of nurturing a mother rat provides its newborn baby plays a part in determining how that baby responds to stress later in life. The pups of nurturing moms turn out less sensitive to stress because their brains develop more cortisol receptors, which stick to cortisol and dampen the stress response. The pups of leguminous moms had the opposite outcome, and so became more sensitive to stress throughout life. These are considered epigenetic changes, meaning that they affect which genes are expressed without directly changing the genetic code. And these changes can be reserved if the moms are swept. But there's a surprising result. The epigenetic changes can be reserved. The epigenetic changes caused by one single mother rat were passed down to many generations of rats after her. In other words, the results of these actions were inheritable. It's not all bad news. There are many ways to reserve what cortisol does to your stressed brain. The most powerful weapons are exercise and meditation, which involves breathing deeply and being aware and focused on your surroundings. Both of these activities decrease your stress and increase the size of the hippocampus, thereby improving your memory while you're learning or maybe you're working. So you don't need to feel defeated by the pressure of daily life. You need to get in control of your stress before it takes control of you. And that's the end of my speech. Back to you, Mong Ling.
Thank you, Wan-Sen, for sharing with us such an informative speech. And now I really know how the stress affects our brain and body. A little bit complicated. All right, so our fifth speaker for this evening will be delivering her presentation, Mastery Level 1, Project 2, Writing a Speech with Purpose. So to evaluate this speech, we have Toastmaster Wesley Chong. May I invite Wesley to read out the purpose of this speech?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. The purpose of this project is to learn or review basics method of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Back to you.
Thank you, Wesley. So the title of this project is One Person, Two Appetites. Let's put our hands together for Toastmaster Lim Li Tian.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Have you ever met someone who seemed to have two separate appetites, one for savory food and another for sweets? Well, that is me. I have a serious sweet tooth, and which is come to dessert. There's one that always stand out as my absolute favorite, the Boston cheesecake. The mouth-watering, creamy dessert is truly something special, and I'm excited to share my love for it with all of you today. For those of you who may not be familiar with it, the Basque cheesecake originated in Spain and is crustless cheesecake that is baked at a high temperature, resulting in a caramelized burnt top and a velvety, smooth, and creamy center. It is believed to have originated in the Basque Country, a region located in northern Spain. The dessert has been popular in the region for decades, with many cafes and bakeries serving their own unique version of the cake. Interestingly, the original Basque burnt cheesecake was actually created by accident. According to legend, a chef was attempting to make traditional New York-style cheesecake, but forgot to add flour to the mixture. The result was a cheesecake that didn't quite turn out as intended. With a burnt top and a creamy center, despite this mishap, the cake was hit with customers and soon became a staple of menus throughout the Basque region. I love Basque burnt cheesecake, so I have tried making lemon, matcha, and chocolate flavored myself. For the chocolate Basque burnt cheesecake, I learned from watching a YouTuber video. However, the YouTuber didn't mention what kind of chocolate to use. So I had to experiment with different versions of chocolate before finding the perfect recipe. The ingredients for Basque burnt cheesecake include cream cheese, eggs, whipping cream, and more. The mixture is poured into 6-inch mold and baked at 220 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes until browned. When I watch the cake rise in the oven, I feel like it had a life of its own. After cooling down and refrigerating overnight, a perfect homemade chocolate Basque burnt cheesecake can be served to family and friends. However, I also experienced failure when making this cake. I found there were two issues. One was that there were several small white stripes visible in the cake, and the other was that there was a small dent in the bottom. I discovered that the white stripes were caused by using ingredients straight from the fridge without letting them reach room temperature, and I solved the problem by letting the ingredient warm up for a longer period of time. Regarding the small dent in the bottom, I was puzzled and messaged the YouTuber for advice. She replied that it was likely due to the fact that her oven had almost double the capacity of mine, and recommended that I bake the cake at a lower temperature. Follow her advice, I succeeded in solving the problem. It is interesting that using the same recipe to make a cake may still require adjustments due to difference in ingredients or tool use. Each cake is unique and would look like exactly the same. And believe it or not, I think one's mood also has an impact on the cake. If I'm not feeling good, the cake taste will be affected too. I find this quite fascinating. In fact, baking cake is a form of art, a creation of one's own, and it can bring joy and satisfaction to both the baker and the receiver. Moreover, baking a cake can be a way to express one's love and care for others. I always feel touched when someone bakes me a cake, and I'm sure many of you do too. In recent years, Basque burnt cheesecake has become increasingly popular in the culinary world. Many chefs have put their own spin on the classic recipe, adding flavors such as matcha, Earl Grey tea, and even balsamic vinegar. Some have also experimented with different textures, such as making the cheesecake more dense or adding a layer or fruit on top. What makes burnt cheesecake so unique is its imperfect appearance. The cake is intentionally burnt on the top and edge, giving it a rustic and homemade look. This is in contrast to traditional cheesecake, which are typically smooth and uniform in appearance. Making this cake has not only taught me a new skill, but it has also given me a deeper appreciation for the art of baking and the culture that inspired it. So, next time you are in the mood for something sweet, consider trying a slice of burnt cheesecake. Thank you.
Thank you, Li Jian, for sharing with us how nice the burnt cheesecake is. And I'm truly looking forward to receiving a homemade cheesecake from you, Li Jian. So our last speaker for this evening will be delivering his presentation Mastery Level 3, Project 1. May I invite the evaluator, Jin Heng, to read out the purpose of this project?
The purpose of this project is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speeches and delivery a persuasive speech at a club meeting. Over to you, Ming.
Thank you, Jane. So the title of the last speech is Existential Question. Let's give a big hand to Toastmaster Victor Teo.
Existential question. These two words came out a lot during our COVID episode. Over the radio, in the newspaper, in TV talk show, on Facebook, it seems that we can't avoid these two words. So what does it mean? It means what is the purpose of existence of a country, a religion, a product, a system, or even ourselves. Why do we exist? What is the purpose in life? As Wesley asked just now. A wise man once said, there are two most important days in your life. The day you are born and the day you realize why. So now everybody, I'm going to ask you a question. What is the purpose of existence of our Just for You Toastmaster Club? Our club's meetings are conducted in English, but most of us share the background of speaking more fluently in Chinese. And our founder, our Madam President, is the kind of person who follow George Bernard Shaw, who say that if you cannot find the circumstances you want, you go and make them. So this group of us who want to improve our public speaking in English join together in Just for You. But having done that, I think it is fitting that we ask this question. Our club is a tale of two languages. So it is fitting that we understand the differences between these two languages. First of all, Chinese is a pictorial language, meaning we are based in characters. Each character has a distinct sound and a distinct meaning, whereas English is a phonetic language. What does it mean? Meaning the written form actually is expressed by sound. Who say all this? None other than Abraham Lincoln, who also say English, this was the invention of phonetic writing as distinguished from the clumsy picture writing of some of the nation. Wow. I agree with Lincoln's in most of the things, but not necessarily his assessment of the strength of English over Chinese. Why? Because in Chinese is a combination language. I give you an example. If you understand the word 显,闲集的闲, you know what 大显 is about, you know what 显票 is about, you know what 投票, you know what 候选人 is about. Because as long as you understand the word 显, the rest you can guess. But whereas in English, it will be votes, constituency, candidate. Each seems not to have any connection with the other. Then, when it comes to the functionality of the two languages, we have to judge them by the standard of how concise the language can be and how precise it can be. As far as being concise is concerned, I think Chinese has the advantage, because if you read Chinese poetry, 7 words can express so many ideas, so many feelings. But when it comes to precision, maybe English has the advantage. Why? Every single verb, depending on the performer and depending on the time of performance, it varies. It makes it very precise. And also, in English, the verb in a sentence come out earlier than in Chinese. So what is the advantage of this? Because our memory is very limited. So sometimes if you describe all the situational factors, only the most important verb come out, you tend to forget what was said before. Again, example. 在一个风和日丽的早上，我和几个朋友背着重重的书包，蹦蹦跳跳的上学去了。As compared with my friends and I, carrying with us heavy school bags, dancing on our way to school. So English tends to be shorter, the verbs tends to come out earlier. The situation factors can be described at the later part. So I always find it that if I am reading some sort of instruction manual, even I'm fluent in 2 languages, I tend to rely on the English one. All in all, we are blessed that we are exposed in 2 languages, and we can, this is almost like a crossover, cross-pollination, whereby idea can be conveyed in either language. And we in Just For You, I think it's about time that we try to understand the differences, the strength, the relative strength of the 2 languages in order to enjoy ourselves more, in order to learn more. Over to you, Mingling. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor, for throwing us so many questions and very importantly, point out the differences between English language and also Mandarin. Well done to all of our 6 project speakers. And we really had a very inspiring speeches tonight. So may I invite our timer to share with us the timer report?
Yeah, thank you, Meng Ling. First speaker, Ricky Su, he spoke for 11 minutes 42 seconds. Wesley Chong spoke for 7 minutes and 1 second. Jane Heng spoke for 6 minutes and 48 seconds. Lai Wan San spoke for 4 minutes and 54 seconds.
那个是什么问题呢？不是线的问题啊。
Lim Li Tian spoke for 6 minutes and 18 seconds. Victor Teo spoke for 8 minutes and 6 seconds. So, can I check with you, Ming Ling? Wan San spoke below 5 minutes. So, is he qualified for the vote?
I think we can highlight there, but we still allow them to vote for him. If let's say
And Victor
really
Teo has
would
spoke
like to, yes. Victor
more
to
than
Victor as well.
more than 7 minutes.
More than 7 minutes. Yeah, send to Victor. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
So now is the time for the audience to vote for your best speakers. All right, everybody can see, right? We shall count down 5 to close the voting. 56. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right, so now we count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, thank you for your participating. Okay. So now shall we have a group photo session first before we take a short break? So everyone, could you please turn on your camera? Great. Welcome, Chester.
Can I see Fu Ming and Liang You?
Ming, Liang Yu. Welcome, Fu Ming. Welcome, Liang Yu. Where's Fu Ming and Liang Yu? All right, everyone. Today is our 22nd meeting. Shall we? Okay. Now
Caesar?
look into the camera. Caesar. Give yourself a big smile. Ready?
Madam President, can you hear us?
Madam President is busy right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Ready? Thank you, Makoto. Can you help us to take a nice picture? One, two, three. Okay, one more. Change. Change your hand gesture. This one. Act cute. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone. Now it's 9:06. We shall come back at 9:15. No, not 9:15. 9:15, is it okay? 9:15 now. 9:15 is okay. Take a short break. Okay. Later, Jen is going to lead us for a Zumba session.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Jane, come. Zumba.
Yes, Zumba. Okay. So that make everyone awake. Jen, choose the music.
Mr. Bomba.
You
Oh,
name it,
whoever
we
wants
have
to
it.
join us, whoever wants to join us, just stay back, Don't go for toilet break. Okay.
I find some music
Okay,
that
find some
can
music.
you use hand only. no need leg
Yeah.
and
hand only, yes.
but I think this is suitable for our life now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good. Zumba is good.
I find some of sound maybe very suitable.
Nice.
Yeah.
Our Madam President still in another meeting, right? Can find 9:50 now. We still have how many minutes?
Can
8 minutes.
can.
8 minutes enough lah.
We are also having break here.
We are having break. We're going to have a Zumba session.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Makoto, we can
finally,
hear you.
finally
Yes,
connected
yes.
my
Finally can
microphone.
hear you. Great. Jane, able to find?
Jen 精彩啦 faster.
Oh, you want to go to a toilet break first? Yes.
I can't wait.
You can go first lah. Then I can because
No.
the song is only 1 minute only. 1 minute only. Then now you can go. You can go in now. I can waiting you because
No. I wait for you.
Okay.
You really want to dance?
Yeah.
I haven't had dinner.
Oh, poor thing.
哇，
哇，
不好吃情节病啊！安全防疫很重要。
So good. Cannot hear the sound. Cannot hear the music.
Cannot hear the music. You need to share with sound.
Then you have to share. Jane.
James, you need to share with sound.
Jane, cannot hear. Jane.
Corona.
Cannot hear because the music is so loud.
Cannot hear. Jane, cannot hear. Share the music.
Can.
Cannot
You
hear.
need to share with sound.
One more time.
You need to share the screen with sound.
Wait. Now I think I no need to share the screen. I just open the sound.
Okay, good. Then we see your dance.
Okay. Basic.
This is Zumba.
Okay. Yeah. One more time.
Is it Jane is a qualified Zumba instructor? Are you?
Can hear the voice?
Can.
Now.
Okay, so your lead.
No. Now we start again. Okay.
How to do? Still have 4 minutes. Some more.
Next time I give you all another song. This song is very interesting. I give you all listen first.
Okay. Oh, okay. Bunyong is here, I think. Bunyong, are you here, Bunyong?
Hi.
Yeah, Bunyong is here.
Hi,
Welcome,
Bunyong.
Bunyong. Come and join us for Zumba. Welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm so sorry.
No
It's
worries.
okay, no worries. You are going to lead us for the dances. 3 minutes. 3 minutes for you to dance.
3
Music, please.
minutes. Now is the resting time.
Resting time, yes.
Music,
Until 9:15.
please.
Music, please.
Impromptu dancing. Impromptu dancing.
Impromptu dancing.
Yes.
I need to change my background.
Wow.
No, I'm just changing my background. I'm not dancing.
I thought when you want to have some decoration, spotlight,
Spotlight.
disco.
Disco.
I can't find my just for you background.
Not
Jane,
sure
did
why.
you share music?
When I heard Zumba, right, I always link to the zombie.
Zombie. Very much different Zumba and zombie. Cannot hear any music. We left 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, don't spotlight me. 2 minutes. 2
Oh,
minutes.
例行补习. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Eh? Sorry, I haven't changed my name.
No
James,
problem.
music. 2 minutes.
Hey, what's my name? Okay.
Any song? Anybody want to share? Let's invite Madam President to sing a song for us.
Do you want?
Yeah, just sing a song. Any song, then we are going to dance together.
Any song 牵手
Okay, last 1 minute. Then we are going to count down. Over to you, Bon Yong.
牵手，让我们一起来牵手。I don't know how to sing. I know this is 张惠妹, right? What 姐姐妹妹站起来。
姐姐妹妹站起来是陶晶莹，姐妹才是张惠妹。
姐妹 ，OK。
是个男人，是个人，
是个男人，7个傻，8个呆，9个坏，还有一个人爱，姐妹们叫出来。就算甜言蜜语把他骗过来，好好爱，不再让他离开。
耶！
Okay, 9:15 now.
So now is the going for the evaluation. Okay. So thank you, Mingling. I should take over. So we can start now. Is it? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Welcome back. After listening to 7 silly boys and 8 full men. Okay, now we can continue back to our evaluation. The next round evaluation. The first evaluator would be our James Chong, MS2. She will be evaluating our first speaker, Ricky Su. James, are you ready?
Yes.
Your time is 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah.
3 to minutes. 3 to?
2 to 3 minutes. No. I should say the time is 2 minute green lights, 2 and 30 minutes is yellow light, and red lights would be 3 minutes, and you still got 30 seconds to end your speech. James Chong.
Ladies and gentlemen, to start something is always easy. However, to finish it, you need determination, consistency, and preparation. And guess what? Toastmaster Ricky have all of this. He's finished what he started, his pathway presentation mastery. In this speech about reflecting on path completion, Toastmaster Ricky, you brought us to the journey through the speech. You achieved your purpose. You spoke about how you will shine and shine before the path and how you're changing now after the paths. Kudos to you. And I love the transformation. And there was the reflect through related your title today from shame to strength. This is so relatable. I like the personal story that you share throughout to the speech. This show how seriously you took the path until complete. You took 4 years to complete the path. Wow, you really took the time to test. Even you don't satisfied, you testing, redo again. From time to time, you were slow and steady. Now, based on your speech, what could be done to make this better? A speech like reflecting a path, this is not just reflecting to yourself. Also, however, also serve an inspirational speech for many all of us who has not done the path yet, who has in the middle of the journey. Because your speech will be inspire us that this path can be finished, and this point you can add too. Of course, regarding the challenge, what you went through, how to overcome those challenges, you are so witness in tabletop, how to overcome to become a championship tabletop, you can add the value to your speech to the audience as we are listen and to your speech from shame to strength. Others things like analysis and statistics would help the audience also to relate it to you, to your witnesses, to your trouble, wherever they're across the similar one. And by doing this, you can add the value to the audience. We will be even more impactful. Your transition was good from shame to strength. And how was your shame and how did you become a strong person? Show us the transition and how did the path help you specifically to become the person you are today, and show us the example, how do you become today? And by doing this, you also actually indirectly telling people to do their part, and how we will learn some valuable lesson, like not to giving up even though disturbed by the difficulty audience. I am honorable to listen to you. I wish and I will complete a part, just taking an aspiration from you. All the best to your third path. Back to you.
Thank you, James, for the evaluation from strange to strength. What a good determinations that changed Ricky to achieve his path. Next, we will welcome our second evaluator. Our second evaluator would be Calvin Chai. Calvin Chai, can you open your camera? Is the camera still having problem?
Yes. I'm trying to.
No worry.
Okay.
We can always listen to your sweet and professional voice. Are you ready, Calvin?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, Kevin Chai will be evaluating the second speaker, Wesley Chong, the purpose of life. Kevin Chai, if you're ready, I will be read out loud your name for twice, then you may start.
Okay.
Kevin Chai.
Some people live, but their hearts are already dead, while others have passed away but are still alive. Wesley, your speech conclusion really gave me a deep impact. 人生自古虽无死，留取丹青照汗青。 That is from my heart. A lot of things I can learn from you. There are three that really amaze me. First, determine your main leadership style. Yes, you are fully aligned with the objective of this topic, the democratic as well as the coaching. Indeed, second, you also bring us the title of purpose of life. You have demonstrated a great leadership, the mindset in your life. Number three, fully prepare. Why I say so? I received your script on Wednesday, and I'm sure that every sentence express your thoughts and from your intention come from the real experiences. Definitely, I should say these are not from the artificial intelligence chat GPT. Let's give a round of applause to Wesley. If I could give you some suggestion, first, I believe a great leader will never be afraid of failure. Why I say this? Example, like us, we always like gossip or like to listen some little stories from you so that we can connect with your mindset and the theories that you deliver to us. Example, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, one of my life experience, blah, blah, blah. Yes, so we will open our ear, listen more. Second, show an understanding of audience, which is the engagement with us, because people tend to lose focus easily. Example, ladies and gentlemen, if you agree my point of view, please raise your hand. Let me see, where are you? Oh, I see TME Mingling, show me a bright smile. Yes. Once again, thanks to your leadership topic, the purpose of life. I'm really surprised by your learning attitude. Just like a 22 years old on the age, even though not like the chili peppers, so hot, but you definitely touching my heart. And your leadership introduction make me unforgettable for a long time. I look forward to your next speech with more success story and enlighten us. Well done, Wesley. Keep it up. Back to you, Wenyong.
Thank you, Kevin Chai, for the hot chili pepper evaluation. Next would be our third evaluator. Our third evaluator would be Ricky Su. He will be evaluating Jane Hung, the third speaker, for the title My 10 Years in Toastmaster Journey. Wesley Chong. Wesley Chong.
This is my turn, right?
Yes.
I still note down my the Kelvin suggestions. Okay. Give me some time. Okay. Toastmaster Litian, I want to congratulation. Your speech is actually you reach your purpose of your speech, that you provide a very is a let me check first. Okay, yeah. Okay, your purpose is actually you provide a informative speech is so okay. Let me read. You will provide a very well organized speech, and you actually is very detailed and informative about burnt cheesecake. This is what I get. And I want to say that you are very good in smile, and you will deliver very good in very good speech, that really to let me can imagine how good of the cake look like. And your pronunciation is very good, so we can hear you very clearly, and you using very simple English that everyone can understand easily. This is good. If let's say I want to give you some suggestions, is that the suggestion I have two suggestions for you. One suggestion is that maybe you can try to use the slide of image, to really to show the cake, the cheesecake image for us, so we can understand easily what the cake look like, how how tasty of the cake. This one what you can do. Another one is suggestion is that your title of this speech you say is one person to empathize. But you in your open when you doing the opening, actually you tell us that you like sweet and you like savory food. But actually in your total your structure your speech, you not mention another part. So this one maybe make us confused a bit. If can, maybe you can try to give some title is more related to the content. For example, you can say the art of baking or the art of burn cheesecake. This kind of title maybe let us more easy to understand the content of you want to deliver. Yeah. So in your speech, actually, very good is that you very informative. You tell us the history of the bus burn cheesecake, where he is from Spain, and how you learn how to pack it is from your YouTuber. This one is very good. If you can actually, you can in your conclusion or your summary, you can waiting about what the value or what you want your audience to take action. You want to learn baking cake from you, or you want just tell them the informative. So maybe you can share the YouTuber where you learn from. This kind of thing is that you deliver some value for us. Okay, this one what I want to share with you. So finally, that you can continue to deliver the speech because I think you are very good in speech. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Wesley Chong. Sorry for the mess. The third evaluator would be Ricky Su. Okay, Ricky Su will be evaluating Jane. Ricky Su, are you ready? Ricky Su.
从辛酸谁知道 to who you are today, a distinguished Toastmaster. Congrats, Jane, for your transformation over the 10 years. At the same time, slimming down. Double congratulations. I have learned 5 W and 1 H about your Toastmasters journey from your speech. The what, when, where, who, where, why, and how. For example, now I know the 3 reasons why you came to Toastmasters. And now I know the 2 main roles you have taken, and most importantly, how you have braved all the challenges and changed yourself. Then I like how you use your slides to clarify your points. You use video to show a contrast 10 years ago versus now. And I like how you engage with the audience by touching our heart, especially those of us who are Chinese speaking just like you. You even mentioned our lovely Mingling. You inspire us with your story, and you have offered yourself as an example and role model for us to learn from. So now I offer you some tips so that you can replicate your success even in an English club. Number 1, you can consider starting your speech stronger. Use your Zumba tone. For example, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sounds energetic. Can you see my slides? Today, I'm going to talk about this. Or you can use some funny question, statement, or story. For example, this is how I look like 10 years ago. And this is how I look like now. Do you want to know the difference? That will create a suspense and make us want to listen to your speech even more. Secondly, you have used your slides to enhance your speech. And that's the purpose of using slides, not to overshadow you. So if you could improve further on the transition of your slides, and that will save some time and also make your delivery more smoother. So take some time to rehearse and even consider reducing or eliminating some animations or slide transition so that we can focus on you more rather than the slide. Last but not least, good use of the video. How about provide narration when the video was playing so that we know what is happening and we can get to know the context of the video. So welcome, Jane, to English Club. I like your content, the tools you use, you engage with the audience, your inspiration. I have offered some tips for you to start your speech stronger, better use of slides and video. And I believe you can replicate the success. 10 years in Mandarin Club, make it just 3 to 5 years to be a successful speaker. Back to you.
Thank you, Ricky Su, for such a good evaluation for Jean, the 10 years transformation. And now we would like to invite our next evaluator would be Yiftan. Yiftan, are you ready? Yeah, I saw you there. Yiftan will be evaluating like Waisan. Yiftan.
Thank you, Bunyong. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and Wansan. I enjoy learning about your topic on hearing your perspective on how stress affects our brain and body. And first thing first, a very good try on attempt to engage with the audience. Especially you mentioned this is Alzheimer, and you guys know about this, right? And this is something to keep the audience attraction into your speech. This is good. And secondly, is that you did a great job on organizing your thoughts and presenting them in a clear and concise way. And you clearly did your research and very well prepared for your speech. And if I may I share my screen? I need Jen to stop sharing the computer sound so that I can share my screen. May I share my screen? Thank you. And in your speech, Wansan, you even mentioned like hormone, gene, cortisol, or prefrontal cortex and hippocampus, all these jargons, which I almost miss up that you are doing another speech project like research and presentation instead of writing a speech with purpose for today. And so this is very good research you have done, you have did. And for a project purpose with writing a speech with purpose, usually we have a few general purpose to inform, to persuade, to entertain, and to inspire. And unless you specify a specific purpose, so I would assume that this is a speech that with a purpose of to inform, to let us know how stress going to affect our brain biologically. And unless specifically tell the purpose, I will assume that this is a to inform purpose, and you did good on that. And if I may suggest, here, let us look at how you performed just now. This is the first picture, the second one, and the third one. Have you noticed what happened on the screen? Okay, this is the very same one, the eyes contact. Most of the time I notice that it's very obvious that you are very good prepared script that helping you to deliver the speech, and that is where you lack of the eyes contact. And since this is the online meeting, I will challenge you to always look at the camera like this right now to get more attention on the audience. And secondly, if I may suggest, the body language, especially on your hand gesture, to have a more meaningful gesture. I noticed that you have your left hand and the right hand gestures in your speech. It's a very rich use of the hand gestures. However, the lack of the meaning. The only meaningful gesture you have used is during when you are significant on telling the brain and you point to your head. The rest of the time, there's a lot of the hand movement without a meaningful to support your speech. And lastly, is the visual aid. Since we have a lot of jargon in your speech, and I hope that maybe you make use of some of the good visual. Don't have to be a fancy PowerPoint, but something like, okay, if you have a brain chart or brain anything, they can point out to us and make all the audience to easy to digest what your speech have delivered. So all in all, I love what you have share with us. The research is greatly done. It's a very well prepared and good attempt to engage the audience. And if I may suggest, I challenge you to drop the script and with more eye contact in your next speech. Thank you, and back to you, Bunyong.
Thank you, Iftan. I'm afraid that I've been caught in your camera as well, so I have to put my eye contact in my camera as well. So guys, remember to put your eye contact in the camera. Next, we will have our last but not least evaluator, Jane. Jane, are you ready? She will be evaluating Victor Teo. Jane, you may start now.
Thank you, Speaker Victor's, for sharing the way of assistance questions. Victor, have three highlights to you that I heard from your speeches. Your pronunciation is clear, which has made it easy for audience to engage in your speech. This is the first one. Then the second one, you mentioned the Just For You club and talk about difference between English and Mandarin that can raise the audience awareness. Then the third one is your serious attitude is what learned from by everyone, because when you prepare the speech, you always wish to present all the speech that you prepare before, then you like to deliver it to all our members to know how is your contents to deliver to us. Then here I have three recommendations for you. The first, Victor, by focusing on, because your purpose statement is a persuasive audience, so you need to focusing on the camera. You can have a eye contact with the audience. Then we have a bridge with you. Then we can understand what is it with us, speak with us or anything. Then the second one, your vocal variety, because
Hi, no sound. Sorry for interruption. I can't hear Jane.
Can you hear my voice?
Now okay.
Can, okay. Okay, the last one, now the trade background the round already. Never mind, I will pass the evaluation for Victor. Now is my summary. What is the issue of presentation of question in this for you? Is continue our membership and learning in the journey. Over to you, Jenny.
Thank you, Jane, for the evaluation. Now is our next session is the timer report. Xiaoping, are you ready for the timer report? Do you need some
Thank
time?
you, Bruno. Yeah. James Chong spoke for 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Kevin Chai spoke for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Wesley Chong spoke for 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Ricky Su spoke for 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Eve Tan spoke for 3 minutes and 36 seconds. James Heng spoke for 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Thank you, Bun Hyung. Back
Thank
to
you,
you.
Timer Shopping. So now we're going to vote for the best project speaker. The polling would be ready in few seconds. Yeah, there you go. You can vote. It's a single choice. Either it's Ricky Su, Wesley Chong, Jane, Wai San, Li Tian.
Sorry, this Lumpo.
I think there's some minor
sorry,
mistake in the
sorry.
evaluation name.
Same,
No
same.
problem. So we will back to our voting for the best project speaker. Okay. Evaluation speaker later.
Sorry.
So no problem.
I
So we go.
prepare later.
Yes, no
Sorry,
problem.
go
We
ahead,
go for the next session. We go for the open evaluation. Okay, what is open evaluation? I hope everyone do know what is that. You are free to say your opinions and your thoughts that you would like to evaluate the evaluators. So now is the open evaluations is open for all. Anyone would like to give some opinions and thoughts? Victor, I see that you are like turning your camera. Would you like to try?
I'm pleasantly surprised by Wan San's speech because it contains so many specialized noun. For example, amygdala, cortisol, prefrontal cortex, which I think we seldom heard of it. What are they for? They are for thinking. For me, I only know, I think, therefore I am. I come to Toastmaster because I know there will be a lot of thinking involved. But anyway, Wan San, congratulations for giving such an in-depth speech from so young a person. That's all. Thank you, Wan San.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Wan San. And anyone would like to join this open evaluation, you can share anything, share your thoughts, share your feelings, and share your opinions. We will accept everything. Anyone? Don't be shy. Just some sharing. Li Tian, would you like to share your thoughts? Maybe 1 or 2 words?
I was touched when I heard Jane sharing. Her sharing made me feel I want to learn from her and improve in this Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Li Tian. What a genuine sharing. Yeah, Jane have been transformed a lot since last 10 years. Anyone would like to have a try to join us this open evaluation? If done, would you like to share some thoughts?
Not at the moment.
No worry. When you get ready, when you have some thoughts, just share with us. How about Makoto? Would you like to share a word or two with us? How you feel about the prepared speech speaker or the evaluator, anything? Just share. We are learning, right?
Sorry, I'm preparing the polls.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
No,
Sorry.
no worry. Take your time. How about our VPE Ming Ling? Would you like to share some words with us?
Oh, okay. So first of all, for Bunyong first, I just would like to share to let you know that how much I appreciate your lovely tone. Your tone is so warm and friendly and puts everyone at ease. Well done, Bunyong. And of course, I also would like to acknowledge our timer for doing such an excellent job in keeping the meeting on schedule. And as for this Zoom master as well, for facilitating this virtual meeting and ensuring that everyone was able to participate fully. Thank you.
Thank you, VP Yuri. You must thank yourself as well for doing all the whole schedule and running to get us to do the project. Okay, next, who would like to share some thoughts with us tonight?
Yes, I would like to say some talk. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear
sure.
me? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can clearly, crystal clear.
I really what I call the very attracted to this Toastmaster just for you, because I noticed that this Toastmaster is for the mentoring club. I see most of the speakers, even though they come from the Chinese background, they can speak very fluently in the English. Can be the contents of the presentation is very nice. Compared those who are specially in the English club, some of them that came out they cannot present it exactly follow the speech contents. But I noticed that the speaker in here can speak 5 to 7 minutes is very good. Although I need to keep in terms very good. Although you are from the Mandarin background, but it's very good. And then what the other thing I see you relate the space very concisely, very they can take down the information very clearly. This is something I need to learn from it. It's very good. It's a very good Toastmaster. The name of the Toastmaster is just for you. It's a very good. It's just for you. Can learn a lot of things. Thank you. This is my personal opinion. Thank you. I pass back to you.
Thank you, Fu Ming. Your sharing is touching my heart and touching every members of Just For You. Just For You is also Just For You. You can join us for the next meeting as well. We would like to invite you every meeting. No worry, we are learning. The evaluator and the speaker over here, we are learning just like a family. As a very good compliment from you. Thank you, Fu Ming.
One thing I would like to ask you, but quite some time I do not see this Toastmaster just for you. These are the because people say I see quite often, but I don't know whether you are put into this platform or you just stop it or what. I don't know.
You are meaning that you couldn't get our information in the Facebook or
to follow this meeting actually.
I see. No worry. Our meeting link is always the same. It's always the same. It's always on the second and fourth Friday. You can join us anytime, starting sharply at 8 p.m. You can see a lot of familiar faces over here. Don't worry. Just look at the calendar. Sometimes we have update in the Facebook as well. If you would like to join us, get some update information, we could ask the VPM to message you through the WhatsApp later. If you don't mind, you can leave some your number at the chat box to me or Mingling or our Madam President. We can pass the number.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. No worry. It's our pleasure to have you here today. Maybe Liang Yu, would you like to have to join us some sharing? If no, Liang Yu, would you like to share some thoughts? Maybe 1 or 2 words? If no, how about Wai Sun? One son, sorry.
Hello, what's up?
Yeah, would you like to share what the word?
Actually, I think you know, I'm a young guy. You know, I think we have some gap. You know, I'm 18. Obviously, you guys are around 30s or 40s. So I think it's not that quite interesting in here because I'm expecting, you guys are like chatting, just open your mind and then say whatever you want, like what our generations would do, just just talk about whatever in your mind, and then eventually it's not. So I'm just hoping that we could be more open and then just say it, just pick it up, just tell us your thoughts, and that will be more interesting in this meeting. Because it was kind of broad, in this meeting. That's all my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wansan, for your genuine feedback. Yeah, we do have some gap, but no worry. We will try to minor the gap because we have you to show us some different path and the way to overcome it. Okay, so Makoto, are you ready for the polling sessions? Yeah, so now we can evaluate for the best evaluation speaker. So the names are James Chong, Calvin Chai, Ricky Su, Eve Tan, Wesley Chong, and the last evaluator, Jane. Who would be your best evaluator? You only have one choice. So let's count down for 5 seconds. Make your choice faster. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So yes, I hope you all have voted for your best evaluator. So next we would be next session is our awards and appreciation and closing address. So the PPT will be shared for I think we need some time first because we just have the polling sessions. Yeah, let us cue someone to share with us. Jane, would you like to share a words or two for tonight's meeting? Jane? Hi, Jane.
Hi, William.
Would you like to share a word or two?
Yeah. Just now I read the valuation, so I not pay attention.
You not what?
I not pay attention because I'm writing evaluation just now.
Oh, no worry. Would you like to share some words before Makoto doing some work there?
What word I want to share? I just want to see it up on my English learning journey.
I see. No worry. Okay, thank you so much. Makoto, are you ready? Okay, good. So now we have the result on our Makoto's head. So who is the best speaker of tonight? 3, 2, 1, and ta-da! It's Ricky Su. Congratulations. I would like to invite our Madam President, Madam Wu, and the best speaker of tonight, Ricky Su, to take a photo.
Congratulations, Ricky.
Congratulations, Ricky. Someone would like to help Makoto to take photo? On the count of, let me take the photo. Okay, look at the camera. Ricky and Madam Wu. 3, 2, 1, smile. Another picture. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, thank you so much. The best speaker of the night, Ricky Su. Next would be our best evaluator of tonight. Let's drum roll. Who's going to get our best evaluator of tonight? Is the lady or the gentleman? The best evaluator of tonight, just for you, 28th April, would be 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to Eve Tan. Eve Tan, congratulations. And let's pin.
Congratulations, Eve.
Thank you.
Okay, let's look at the if done was okay. Again, 3, 2, 1, smile. Again, the second picture here, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Eve.
Thank you.
So now is our upcoming next sessions, our award sessions is come to the end. So it's our closing address. So I shall pass the mic to our Madam Wu Hui-Qing for the closing address.
Thank you. Thank you, our Toastmasters of the evening, Boon Yong. Tonight is a very challenging night for me because I was still in Singapore at 7:30 and I managed to get home by 7:50 and get online at 8 o'clock. And I believe everyone has their own challenges in their life as well to attend this meeting, one of it. However, here we are today in the 22nd meeting together with a lot of members and also guests. Here in Just For You, we want everyone to learn, grow, and excel together. And I'm very happy to tell every one of you tonight, we have got our 20th new member, and hence we have achieved 10 DCP goals and also achieved President's Distinguished Club. And all of these achievements, it goes to every one of you in Just For You Toastmasters Club. This is a club just for you because here we are learning together and also doing the best that we can to excel, to also outdo ourselves. We have very good speakers, very good evaluators, and also very good EXCO members. And I would sincerely thank and congratulate every one of you here and also those who are not able to join. All of you contributed to our success. And here I announce the 22nd meeting of Just For You Toastmasters Club adjourned at 9:59 p.m. Thank you for coming. And you will, like for me, if you'd like to have more information, you can leave your contact with us. Then we'll send the invitation to you for our next meeting. Our next meeting will be on 12th. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. If you have anything you'd like to ask Fu Ming, you can stay back to ask us or leave your number. Fu Ming. Hi, Fu Ming.
Madam President,
Yes.
can we hear?
Yes.
Just want to ask, we're supposed to have a plan for the island-wide, also peninsula
Malaysia.
tour, right? Just for you. Yeah, we like to meet person face-to-face with Boon Yong as well as Jane.
And Ricky.
Yes. So can you please announce your suitable schedule? Time period.
I told you, right? 27 to 4. That is the school holiday that I have in late May.
Yes, I would like to lead the.
How many days do you need?
4 days, 3 nights. Okay.
Then I'm okay. Like I think we suit the others' time schedule as well.
Yeah, because I would like to check with Jane and Boon Yong's schedule. Yeah, hopefully we can have the joint meeting with their home club as well.
Yeah. I think 28 short and sweet is going to have meeting on the 28th of May. Correct, ah? Correct, Ricky?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
28th of May, short and sweet.
Why? Yeah.